Two Star Wars related quick notes. One, I'm waiting for Ahsoka. It's not here yet. I know it got pushed back. I don't know to when, but I saw a commercial for Maul yesterday, and that looked incredible. It's like a whole other perspective on the Star Wars universe from his perspective. We've seen him. He did incredible in the games. He did incredible in Clone Wars. You know, it's way more than what you see in the movies. So if you're just a Star Wars movie watcher, you're not watching the other projects. If you're not watching Rebels and Clone Wars as part of your knowledge of the Star Wars universe, you're missing a whole lot of great storytelling. So Maul getting his own show looks incredible. It looks absolutely fantastic. And I saw a reel. The guy was talking about my favorite movie of all time, The Empire Strikes Back, and he referred to Luke as the hanging man. Now, many of you may already know this. I had no knowledge of it at all. But his point was Luke hung upside down 3 times in that movie. And it reminded me so much of Kenobi. You know, Kenobi is always, he's a hanging man also. You know, Kenobi hangs on that rail in the first movie before he ends up killing Maul. He hung before he killed Grievous. And that leads to how he ultimately faced Anakin, low ground versus high ground. And there's a whole story there, which is awesome. You should look it up. Okay, I'll go into it quickly. Kenobi is a low ground fighter, but he gets against Vader. Right? Anakin just turned Vader, and he's on that ledge, and Vader is still in the lava, and he says, I've got the high ground, Anakin. Basically, you can't beat me. I got the high ground, which is probably standard sword fighting. Like in the standard Jedi sword fighting teaching, the high ground is superior, but Kenobi is a low ground fighter. He's won over and over again from low positions, hanging. So he says to Anakin, I've got the high ground, and New Vader / Anakin in his hubris says, you underestimate my powers, master, and he does the flip, putting Kenobi in the low ground where he excels. You flip over him, he's in the low ground. Rack, done. So anyway, they talk about Luke Skywalker as the hanging man because unlike Kenobi, he's hung upside down 3 times in The Empire Strikes Back. And I've seen this movie 20 times. I never realized it. He's hung upside down 1 time by the, I think they call it Wampa, the Yeti character, and his feet are frozen to the ceiling and he escapes that. Then Yoda inverts him and like, look, I know who you are. I see you, and you're going to have to face your world turning upside down, and I'm going to get you comfortable in that space. So Yoda teaches him the 1-arm handstand and keeps him upside down, helping him get a new perspective on the world. And then at the end, after he faces Vader, loses his hand, he falls through Cloud City and hangs upside down from those antenna things underneath Bespin. So I'm going to read more about the hanging man. Have you heard about this? I can't believe I didn't know this theory. But anyway, check it out, and I'd love to hear what you're watching and what you think.